And good Monday morning to you. I hope your day is going well. You slept well last night, and we kick off into this Monday. As I said, this is the last full week of February. It'll end next Sunday as we take on that. 52 as you're up and Adam. We do have some sprinkles to the northwest of us. We'll take a look at the radar here in just a moment as we continue this struggle each day to restore power. Power companies are working around the clock to get this done. We'll go over the numbers statewide, see where we are, see how many people are still left in the dark this morning as we head in. Don't forget to come back in at 8:30 this morning as Candace will join me as we'll go back over numbers, and then we'll also go over headlines of what's going on around the nation. We get caught up in what's happening right here and kind of lose track of what's going on elsewhere. We'll give you a rundown of all that, just the highlights, so to speak. That's coming up this morning. All right, well, let's begin with what the National Weather Service tells us today. Let's pull up that information and get that rolling here. All right. As we roll into today, it looks like we'll be clearing by late afternoon. We do have a chance of some showers through about lunchtime, just hit and miss. We'll watch those, but should be clearing by afternoon. A high should reach about 10 degrees more than it is now. About 62 is what we're aiming for. So warm weather. This should finish thawing out any roads that from the north here that still have that old snow and sludge still on it. So that should be coming to an end. As we look at their temperatures over the next 10 days, what do we expect? It looks though warmer weather in store for us is what is being forecasted over the next 10 days. We'll make sure nothing else sneaks up on us, won't we? As we look at record highs and record lows on this date, it was 2018, it was a warm day, 86 degrees. The record was set in 18, and then the record low was set back in 1963 on this day for a record low of 15. A cold, cold day that was also. Let's see here. Let's look at the forecast of what's being called for today. Let's see here. I've got the National Weather Service tells us at 40% chance of showers, should be clearing by afternoon, high of 62. A 40% chance. We've seen those around Louisville. I'll pull up the radar here in a second and give you a bird's eye view of that. Tonight, frost is going to move in after 3 a.m., so anything that you've got outside, plants or anything like that, well, they're probably already met their demise with all that cold weather happening. But we do have frost coming. 33 for a low tonight, not as cold as it's been. By tomorrow, frost widespread by 7 a.m., otherwise sunny by the afternoon and reaching almost 70 tomorrow. 69 is what they're saying. Could tap right at 70. We'll get into 37 on Tuesday night. By Wednesday, we get 71. We finally crossed that. That's going to be, how do you go from 14 degrees to 70 all within a week? Welcome to Mississippi. We'll go to 20% chance of rain on Wednesday night, and by Thursday, we're back to 65. Rain chances move in on Thursday night, and in the week, the work week rather, that is, with a 40% chance of rain on Friday with a high of 63. So we're going to get some rain toward the end of the week, but hit 70 this week. Isn't it so hard to believe to go from one extreme to the next? It's shocking, but that is on the way this morning. As we turn to other things going on this morning, let's take a minute and talk about the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. If you're in need of any supplies, go by and see our friends at the Farm Supply. As spring is coming, they've got all of your stuff for your plants and your flowers and anything that you might need to get the work done around the house from all of these storms that have rolled through. They've got just about anything that you could lay your head on at the Farm Supply. As we go through this, of course, all your disinfectant that you need to keep things clean. Plenty of T-shirts to choose from. Carhartt jeans, if you're needing some overalls, of course, they got a great selection of those also there. As we go through the work boots, if you need some boots to put on, Georgia boots, one of the most comfortable boots you can wear. And, of course, if you're still working in the mud and the muck from all of this and you need a good pair of what we call rain boots, they've got those as well. From the heaters to keep things a little warm there, from the propane to keep those rolling. And, of course, security cameras. If you need one of these, they're used as deer cameras, security cameras. You've got them to where you can put the SD card in, or you can have it shot to your phone where you can see it. All your seed that you may need, and, of course, all your cattle and horse feed. Take care of your hogs and everything. That's all at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Drop in and see them. That's exit 151 off the interstate. They'll take care of you.
Sanders Gas, Sanders Air and Heat is your full-service propane supplier since 1946. We take pride in ensuring reliable, friendly service to our customers. We also provide safety tune-ups related to propane, air conditioning, and heating systems, keeping our community efficient and safe. I'm Chuck Sanders, and yes, we're local.
And let's take a look at your extended forecast, and then we'll move on to looking at power outages this morning where we are. As we look at our 7-day forecast, we pull this up as we see today's high is at 62, by Wednesday 71, and as we roll into next week, we're going to be hitting 71 as rain moves in. That's going to be the last day of February, and then we'll roll off into Monday into a new month. As we look past that, we see that we've got 60s all the way through here to March the 8th, and lows at night coming up to about 40 as we look at that climate control of what could be coming over the next few weeks. So that's weather-wise where we are today. Today, 62, remember that. All right, let's look at nationwide now as a lot of Mississippians still wake up without power, as well as about 1,000 people across the state line toward Alabama, and that's going to be northern Alabama without power. Let's pull up the national of what we're showing today. Texas has gone from 4.9 million people down to 11,000. And me and Candace will talk about this. I'm not sure the lawsuit is over the rolling blackout that the power companies turned off purposely during those temperatures that dropped to near 9 degrees in areas where they turned off the power on purpose. The first lawsuit has been filed against a power company of the family of an 11-year-old boy who froze to death in a mobile home in the wee hours. I think he died in the afternoon, like 2:30. They had blankets around him, and he did die from hypothermia. The family is suing the power company over that. We'll talk about that this morning at 8:30. We'll see where that goes. As we go back to Louisiana, we're showing that there's 4,100 people without power. Mississippi is now under 20,000. We're at 19,245. Alabama there at 995. We look at Mississippi, and let's look at the counties of where this is. We've got 3 remaining that are huge. Kemper County, still 279 is the number. We go to Lauderdale County, there's 25 people. Over Newton County, nearly 600 people still without power. And Neshoba, surprisingly, down from the 5,000 that we had yesterday. It looks as though a lot of work was accomplished yesterday, down to 3,300. As we go over to Claiborne County, they're still sitting at 25 and 1,900 in Jefferson. So that puts Neshoba County still the largest blackout area there is in the state. So prayers for all our friends in Neshoba County. All right, let's take a look this morning. Let's go to EMEPA. They've been working around the clock and keeping everybody informed along their steps as they go. Total coverage now, 456 people that are out of power that are on EMEPA. And let's go to our county breakdown. Kemper County, they have 229. Winston County, 181. That's a drop for them also. Down to 25 people in Lauderdale County, 2 people in Newton County, and 17 in Neshoba, and 2 in Noxubee. So those numbers are coming down as we flip back over to look at that map and zoom in a little bit closer here. These areas in between Scuba and DeKalb along 16 is still what we're watching here. And southward through Moscow, 495, 493 as they get this on. You follow out of DeKalb there. 21, a little around 397, and we get into the Louisville area. A few people still there without power also. They're working on it, working diligently through the nights as we got our last update from them last night with about the power poles that broke. They got a bunch taken care of yesterday. They found another roughly 17 or 18 broke that added to that, and they're shipping them in, getting them up as quickly as they can. Expect a lot of progress today, and I'll be in touch with the MEPA throughout the day to pass that information along to you as quickly it comes out. And they do care. They work hard for you. All right, let's move over to Southern Pine now and look at the breakdown of the counties that we have here. Showing now, Southern Pine is gotten down to, it looks 2 homes is what it looks like there in Newton County. They've done a lot of work also, so they're down to 2 here. So that's coming around. As we move to Mississippi Power, they have 100% of their customers back up. As we will now move over to Central Electric. and the numbers, they're not giving numbers at this point, is basically what that says. That number was below 5,000 yesterday, right at the 5,000 mark. So not accurate. I'll dig around and see what I can come up with on that, the latest. We spoke yesterday afternoon with Jeff Mayo, and he said that Central Electric has brought in other companies to assist them to restore power. They're working hard on that. They had set up, we went over all the areas yesterday that were providing hot meals. And if I find out of, and if you know of any, if you're aware of churches and places that are providing hot meals to anybody today in the Neshoba County area where somebody could come eat, please pass that along to me so we can get that out to everybody. I know that Central Water Association has, they've done a real good job there in Neshoba County getting the water back on. So that's where things are in Neshoba County at this point. And I wish I had the number to give you, but it's still high. As we looked at the county breakdown a minute ago, still. Let's see here. Let's pull this back up. This is the only number that I have to go by at this point here. As we look at Neshoba County as a whole, it's 3368. So we could assume that the majority of these are on Central, is what we're assuming this morning. So we'll watch that. As we go to comments this morning, good morning to Pam Grice. Hope you're doing good. Joyce Arrington Stamper, how are you? Good morning from Marion. I hope all is well there for you. Good morning to Belinda Atkins. Tommy Ainsworth is up. Kellyanne Burnham is up and with the sunshine today. Also, Donna Roseman is up. Sylvia Stewart, good morning to you also. Debbie Stewart is up. As we go down the list here, let's see, Brian Guess, good morning to you. Miss Gail Gafford is up. Milton Savelle says no communication from Central Electric, and I have to agree. I hadn't been able to get a spokesperson from the company either. Jeff Mayo is the first is the point of contact that I've gotten that works for the city, the county administrator, and so we'll watch that as I get information. I'll keep tirelessly trying to get some more information out of them as things develop in Neshoba County this morning. Michelle Harrington is watching also this morning. Good morning to you. Let's, I would assume that most of the roads, now there could be an area that I'm not aware of that might have a little patchy something on it, but we've had almost 2.5 days now of warm temperatures, so things should be moving along pretty good even on the rural route. As let's go to North Mississippi and just take a look at the cameras this morning, how the travel looks so much different now. This is the rest area right before you get to Memphis, out of Mississippi, as we see travel going extremely well. There's nothing left in the grass. It's all melted. That's very good. As we go back down, let's go over here by the Mississippi River Bridge there at Arkansas. As you can see, everything here looks great. Everything's the flowing, no ice hanging off the bridge of those cameras where it was. That's good news. Let's go over toward Jackson and see how things look in the Jackson area. If I can get everything, here we go. Let's go just south of Jackson. Everything looks great there. Traffic is flowing perfectly. Let's go back over to Newton, check in on the cameras there in Newton, and it is everything flowing perfect in the Newton, forest area, rather, just to the west of Newton. So things are looking up for us as power companies go there. They don't need the rain today. Fortunately, it's not as heavy as it could be. Let's back out and pull up radar now and go over where we are with radar and where the showers are. Let's back out here and let me turn on some locations where we can determine where things are. All right, as we pull this up, we go to Louisville, and we'll see that right out on Highway 14 out of Louisville, right before you get to Noxubee County, you're going to encounter a few showers there. As we go along, we've got showers at Sugarlock from the Dollar General over to where Sugarlock Lumber is, and all the way up 45 there where the Oak Tree Inn and Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's is. A little bit there at the split at Brooksville. That's the biggest rain showers that we've got showing this morning as we scan over Neshoba County. No rain at the moment. It passed through. We got a sprinkle or two right here in between the Dollar General and as we get on Highway 16 moving through the Cleveland area there by the swimming pool before you get into DeKalb there. Some hit and miss showers, nothing big. As we go to Lauderdale and Newton, nothing in Lauderdale. We got a small shower that's trying to move into Newton County here, right at the Scott County line there at Lake. A few showers there. So We watch these, nothing serious. All this should be moving out by lunchtime. You could get a hit and miss shower in between now and then. Clark County, all clear this morning. As we back out, let's take a look at the entire area at once. That's a quick glance at everything there. As we say, Knoxville County and Columbus area got the most of rain, mostly east of Starkville now this morning. So a quick glimpse as we begin our day. And again, be careful. There's a lot out there. I'll be on and off today with more updates as we get it, as we restore power and we move forward. As always, if you've got a comment, love to hear from you. If you've got any information as I mentioned before, hot meals, anything that's going on in Neshoba County to help your fellow neighbor, pass that information along so we can get that out where they'll know where to go. Again, thank you. I'll be back in just a little while as Candace will join me again at 8:30. We'll go over headlines and what's going on over the state and nationwide to get you caught up, and we'll go back over numbers. They'll change in the next hour and a half to 2 hours, roughly 2 hours from now. She'll join me and we'll get those the latest information out to you. Again, I want to say thank you for dropping by this morning and spending a few moments with me. It means a lot to me. I do appreciate it as we begin this day at 52 degrees. It's coming around. It's warming up as we head toward 62 today here at Scotty Ray's Weather.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by